Hey, we're going to talk about the birth of my business idea. We're going to talk about the number one secret behind businesses, behind making money, behind creating a business, behind making your own money. Casey, Ricky, that's for you. I'm also a Packer fan too, but that's in recognition of you. All right, I'm going to give you my today's episode 1. So we're going to talk about the number one rule. This really applies when you're building up your online business. This does apply in basically every business in general, but super applies to business in general. When it comes to making your own money, this is the number one secret to making your own money. Make your own money, baby. Okay, create. I want you to write this down. This is your homework today, superhero. I'm going to be referring to you as a superhero here on out, okay? You're doing this. You're changing lives. You're helping save people. You're helping, saving, healing lives. You're the superhero. You're the special one. You're a reason that you feel the way you do. There's a reason why you change somebody's life and it feels good. And you want that feeling. You strive for that feeling. Most people don't have that feeling. That's why you're the superhero. You're special. Okay, here's the number one rule. You create something of value. Go ahead and write this down and just stare at it. We'll keep coming back to this statement over and over again. You create something of value that holds more worth to somebody else than the money they have in their pocket / bank account. BA. You create that. That's the secret to online businesses. That's the secret to anything. Forget about getting lost in emails and websites and pixels and products and product launches. Just go with that right there. So today I'm going to give you what I'm going to be doing. Shouldn't be too long an episode, but this is going to be along the lines of this. So when it comes to creating something, what you're doing with the online business is you're creating a digital product. Sometimes you create something that can be a book. Sometimes it's an invention. Sometimes it's a system. McDonald's invented a system, and they went franchise selling it. But you create something. I like the digital versions of. This is where I'm starting with this. I'm just going to be modeling. You'll see what I mean. I really like the P90X. This is just a place to start as far as creating your own version, your own P90X. You're creating something that you can sell over and over and over and over again. Like they wrote a book. Here's a book. They wrote this book once. This is an awesome book, by the way. Here's another good one. They wrote, or like they do in the movies, or they make a movie and then they sell that movie over and over and over again. You make it once and then it just kind of continues to sell itself. And so I really like the P90X version. So I'm creating a something that's. So let me talk to you about my story a little bit in case you don't know. Where I recommend people going as far as their very first product is, especially in this health and fitness world, because remember, you're creating this. This applies to you, Amber, or Ashley. Same thing we'll talk about network marketing as we go forward. But you create something of value that holds more worth. You create it, okay? And when you create something, I recommend you create something like a problem that you had that you no longer have, that you went out and solved it. So for me, I was fat my whole life up until about 12 years ago, and she broke my heart. In case you don't know about my story, I was fat a whole life, got with a girlfriend, got more fat, and she broke my heart, and I was like, I'm going to lose this weight, and I'm going to win her back, and I'm going to be happy forever. I'm going to make her jealous, going to make her regret that decision for breaking up with me. So that's where I started. That was about 12 years ago, and hopefully you know about my story from there. I lost the weight. I was about 80 pounds overweight. I lost in about 6 months. and love that process so much. I ended up loving myself. I ended up loving my life. I didn't realize how miserable I had it before. And people started noticing my changes, started asking what I was doing. I told them. They asked if I could help them out. I did. They got results. This one lady in particular wrote like a 4-page testimonial. I helped her lose 40 pounds. This is before I became a personal trainer. And I remember reading this testimonial. She was saying how because of me, she had now confidence to go out and ask her dream guy out, to go on a date like that. I remember reading this. This is about 12 years ago. And it just kind of spurned something in me. I was like, what? I really like that feeling. Like I did that. I mattered to her. I mattered to somebody. My pain and heartache was worth something. And I'm like, how can I feel like this all the time? So that's when I became a personal trainer. And I wish I could say the rest is history, but it's been a wild ride since then. But, so I'm creating a product that is focused on somebody's goal is to lose a bunch of weight and make the ex jealous. They just got broken up with. It's very cliche. It's very cliche. Like, oh, I got my heart broken. I'm going to win her back. Oh, heartbroken. I'm going to start hitting the weights. Going to win her back. So it's very cliche now. So I'm going to jump all over. I'm going to create like a P90X version of that. And I'll tell you all about that as we go forward. But as far as you going forward, what is something in this health and fitness and wellness arena that you struggled with? Was it tiredness? Was it some sort of bodily issue? Was it a weight loss journey like me? What was it, a health crisis? Was it for your son, your daughter, your loved one? What was the something that you had this problem? Now you no longer have this problem. And now you're creating a product about that where you're kind of like selling it to your old self and say, hey, it took me 5 years. So let's say for me to lose that 80 pounds, it was like 6 months. And it probably would have happened sooner, maybe 3 months or so. But your product is the shortcut, is the direction. It's something like now you wish stuff that you would have known back then. Okay, it can be something in the sports arena. Allie, you can go with something with the soccer world. Okay, but we'll talk about your product as we go forward. But this is going to be mine here going forward. And you think about yours as well, okay? All right, episode 1 in the books, in the can. Write that statement down. Look at it. Think about it. Step 1 is all about your idea. What it is that you're making, okay? Then we'll talk about the overview and the process from there. Awesome. We'll catch you later.